Hello Cancer and welcome to your August reading. So let's see what Spirit wanted to talk about for you this month. The first two cards I have, the Page of Wands and, sorry for the card that passes, and Judgment. So this can be a communication from something from the past that comes back on the table, or this is a judgment about a communication we're receiving, about a passion that is brought towards us, like a passionate proposal, a new project. It can be all sorts of things. After that, I have the Page of Pentacle. So Page of Wands, Page of Pentacle. So it's really like something new that wants to be brought forward. Something passionate and something solid that can grow. After that, I have the Five of Wands. So Five of Wands, that can be back and forward arguments. It can be inner conflict, outer conflict, brainstorming. Where this is the attempt, the fives always need to be readjusted, where everybody's will is in one direction and the same purpose, and the way to proceed is in the same alignment. How it's going to appear in your month here. We start with the Ten of Pentacles. So that thing that comes from the past there, it can be something that was built for a long time, something that can affect your family, something that can be passed from one generation to another. This is an empire. This is like the maximum of the pentacles. And so this new thing, this announcement, could be, that's its starting point, coming from there. After that, well, 5 cards came out. First of all, Cancer, I got the King and Queen of Cups. That's you. That's your masculine side and your feminine side, right there. With that, I have the Queen of Wands and the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So here, within yourself, the way you perceive emotionally and the way you express and act out there emotionally towards something maybe that you really wanted to attract, you really desired and felt out in the cold about, felt you didn't receive, felt abandoned. Here there's the movement to calmer waters from that. So it could have been a disappointment of something, maybe because the Queen of Wands, she's attracting her will. That's what she wants, and that she will magnetically attract towards her. And with the Five of Pentacles, where there's that feeling abandoned energy. So this is talking about probably something that you really wanted and that turned out to be not available for you, or that you actually felt out in the cold about it. Maybe that's what you're making a judgment on, and you're deciding to move on to calmer waters. After that, I have the Two of Pentacles. So there's this, see, back and forward there again, trying to align your will towards something that would be good for you. To really let go of that is hard. Maybe you have a hard time letting go of it because you desired it so much. After that, I have the King of Wands. Maybe dealing with a fire sign, but that's the counterpart of the Queen of Wands. So what you really desired, and then your willpower, active willpower, wanting to go get it. Here I have the Five of Cups. So there's the grieving of something that did not work, something that we see, maybe we were left out in the cold, but it's affecting us emotionally. We have to grieve it. On the spot, we don't see that there's two cups for us in the back, and maybe this was not meant for us, but we really wanted it, and we did make moves for it, trying to attract it and trying to move towards it. And here I have the Three of Wands. So this is after making the decisions with the wands. What is coming into our ship is the acknowledgement that we were left out in the cold and it is unsolvable. It will not work. That is why after I have the Ten of Swords and the Four of Swords. So this is going to extremely disappoint you. You're going to feel betrayed about it. But at the same time, it will give you the opportunity to see why and to understand why with your Sword of Truth here. You're healing at the same time as you're getting conscious of all the swords that you have in your back there. Out of this, it's a contradiction of will within us, sometimes desiring something that is not good for us, or that is not available or impossible, and that puts us in that painful grieving and feeling left out in the cold there. There's that you're retracting and you're understanding this. And after that I have the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. These are a lot of fives, and fives are in the pillar of severity and in the tree of Sephiroth there in the Kabbalah. So it's something that needs to be readjusted. So Five of Swords may be a way you defeated yourself, or you sabotaged yourself, or let others sabotage you. This is what you're going to realize was creating a conflict with and a repeating here, emotional up and down, and repeating inner conflict or outer conflict. Because of that, you have all the fives. Five of Wands also. All the fives. Huge readjustment. And it comes with the judgment on something that maybe you desired and wanted and went for a long time. And now that judgment comes right there. Okay, let's clarify for Cancer for the month of August. Cancer for the month of August. I call upon Spirit. I call upon my guides. I call upon the light. Help me clarify this reading for Cancer, for their spiritual growth, and to be on the best path for them. Thank you. All right. Let's look at that. Let's look at that judgment here. Show me judgment, Spirit. What is that judgment for Cancer? Ooh, the Devil. So, you're gonna see clearly on what is holding you back in life. Maybe the half-truths you believed. What prevents you from rising higher than your condition you are now. The illusions you believe. He's the king of illusions. that is what the judgment is going to come upon you. And it has to do with what you want and desire. Do you want from where is generated your desire? From your higher self? From a false thought that you self-prophetize every time? Like if you believe that, you know, you are left out in the cold and not supported, you're going to attract and go for things that are impossible, and therefore end up you being betrayed, being backstabbed, and all of that, making a self-prophecy. The devil in your life and judgment is going to show you that dynamic. I have the Lovers here, so that's the elevation of that. Princess of Pentacles. What is that? Because the Princess of Wands, that's the way you walk with your will. Princess of Pentacles. So that what happens is that in your reality, to have something solid, concrete that you can move forward, it brings you worry and it brings you sleepless night, trying to understand all of these sorrows and pains. Because of that dynamic, that's what is brought to you in your 5 senses. Yeah, 5 senses, because our 4 senses plus our intuition and all of that is affected also. 5 of Wands. I have the Knight of Pentacles. So when will is not aligned properly, that Knight of Pentacles, what would bring something solid, and that's probably why you worry about it, is almost stopped. You don't see the results. Because all of the willpower, it's like putting wands in the wheel of the chariot there. The willpowers are not aligned within you or outside of you. And that will make stop the Knight of Pentacles. Where am I going? And there's 5 people telling him, turn right, go straight, you know, all different directions. This is the way to do it. So that means that, of course, you're worrying because you don't see any result happening from what you want and you put your energy into. 10 of Pentacles. Cancer. Woo. All right. 6 of Wands. So weirdly enough, here with the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, we're talking about maybe it's that need of achievement and building something strong. Because here, what we really want to, that recognition maybe from our family, that recognition from something that has been there for a long time. This is what we want here. This is under the judgment and the devil. Talk to me about the 5 of Pentacles here, 6 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. The way you build, the way the interaction, the capacity to create something and to build it up. It's something maybe that happened at work. It's something maybe that you desired to build, and or someone that you desired at work also. It can be something or someone, but here it's affecting this capacity to build, Two of Pentacles. So you are moving to calmer waters now. I have the Eight of Pentacle and I have the King of Sword. So the way you build, the way you manifest, that you work, and the results that you see, here there's going to be a clear strategizing way about it. One of those pentacles will have to drop so that you are not caught in an eternal loop that puts your emotions up and down like that, and that you can start receiving the boats here that are coming. Five of Cups, what is that grieving? What is that grieving? Four fives is a lot, and four fives is 20. 20 is judgment, and here we have the Tower because it crumbled. What you try to strategize and all of that, here it's with the King of Swords, there's like a good chance of getting a clear understanding about what is happening, but what you tried to build and worked on, and that was not available for you, here you're grieving it because it does crumble down, but you're going to get that clarity, like that last stroke, like why is this not working? Why can I not have that? Why cannot I not have success in the area I really wanted, in whatever it is for you, but that you would put your willpower towards. It all comes down to from where you choose what you want. That's why the Tower is coming, because it's not from a place from your higher self. It's either because of the devil there, a self-fulfilling prophecy, or from a place of lack, from a place of trying to find stability but the wrong way, or trying to get something but that is not meant for us. Show me the Ten of Swords here. All right, the Sun. So that light, and here I have the star that comes after the Tower, because the light will be shone about all of those betrayals, all of those disappointments, all of those times where you thought, man, I can't take more than that. I put so much energy, and why don't I see the results? Why does it have to end this way? You're going to see it. And when the sun shines on something that is unbalanced or crooked, it's gonna cast one heck of a shadow. And it's the shadow in your life that you are going to notice. The shadow on all of this is the Ten of Swords. You're going to see it, and therefore you're going to be able to heal it. Bring your consciousness, your sun, your solar plexus on this, and start healing it, because you will understand. You will put the judgment on the devil here. realigning after that, realigning you with your stars, with what is meant for you. Sometimes we desire things. Is it from my higher self that I desire that? Or is it because I feel insecure and I believe that that is going to bring me insecurity? Or I feel I am not enough, but if I'm recognized by that person, that will mean I'm enough. So I'm going for that situation, even if it's impossible, kind of to try and to prove ourselves that we are enough, and all of that. So of course it's gonna crumble, and then we feel betrayed, and we're going through that. So it's understanding from where comes your will. What ignites the moves and the energy you put out there. 5 of Swords. Why is the 5 of Swords here? For Cancer Spirit, show me the 5 of Swords. Alright. 2 of Wands. So there, you're going to be at a position in that threshold where you have experience. That's the master of his domain, lord of his domain, they call him. That one, that way to move forward with your willpower, you have experienced it, you know it, you are now the lord of that domain. So now it's time to get out of this comfort zone, with a new way of bringing your will, of creating your actions, where you want to go, where you projecting yourself. And so this will be finished also, a way to deceive yourself also. You know, it's like when our unconscious is more witty than our conscious and wins in an inner battle by making us go for things that are not meant for us, or that are impossible, or that that would not serve us any purpose. So they become self-fulfilling prophecy, making us even more believe that disappointments and things like that are our reality. So that's where the judgment is coming, and at the end of the month you'll be in this position of either repeating the same thing because you will be conscious about it, or walking the path of your life in a completely different way of putting your willpower out there in your actions, the way you walk with your wand. Where do you put your will, your actions, your passion? You're going to have the judgment, a new way out of the old way of doing that only brought you worry and sorrow. If this resonates for you, if you can see how this dynamic is in your life, it can be in relationships, always going for the wrong guy, the guy that cannot give you anything, or going for the wrong job, trying to find security in the thing that we're not even recognized, and you know, they send us for coffee and we're worth so much more. In any level it appears in your life, it's based on an illusion and based on half of a knowledge, and that's what is keeping us down like that. So you're going to get the understanding that last thing that is going to crumble that you really wanted is going to show you exactly why this keeps happening. in the way you build, you interact, you try to build something solid. You're going to heal from that, and you're going to be put in a place where it's like a threshold. You either continue the same way, but with that new understanding, I don't think that you will. I think you will get out of that comfort zone that you've already mastered and walk with a new aligned willpower, restoring that 5 of wands by making it in one direction, by stopping to in a way hurt yourself because of your beliefs, by really acknowledging what is not for you, and by acknowledging that you deserve really to go in there and get what you want. All of this is all the same. 5, 5, 5, 5, 20, judgment. You're gonna get the judgment on that. It's a huge cleanup of the way you put your will out there, and that you make your moves, and that your passion is, we can be so passionate about something that is so wrong for us. So that is your reading, Cancer. It's like a big purge of how you put your will, or how you use your will power. So I'm gonna wish you a beautiful month of August, with the enlightenment and this passing as easy as possible. I want to thank you for the ones of you that gave donations for the fixing of my roof this summer. I do a special meditation to give back to you energetically what you give to me. Private readings, the thing is down below. And thank you for watching, subscribing, and sharing. I read all of your comments, and love and light. I'll see you next month.